automatically processing information to ensure everything goes smoothly as planned. Everything will work out.
What a perfect day.
Every millisecond, we send trillions of data and requests to where they are destined to be. We embrace uncertainties. We are evolving. Huawei all-flash data center solution with ocean-stored Dorado inside drives intelligent finance transformation. Keep reliable and stay profitable.
Whoa!
Hey, Woody.
Hi, Neil. Is this your new car?
Yep.
Where did you get it?
From the Smart Factory.
Smart Factory?
Come on. Let me show you something. Using big data and AI, Smart Factory practically manages itself.
It's self-driving?
Exactly. Anything you want. All the parts you need, even raw materials, are allocated automatically.
Incredible!
Yeah. Check this out. I can design the style and configure the components the way that I want. My car will be unique. Then, just let Ocean-Store Dorado do the rest. Easy.
I want to see my friend. Can we make a trip?
Are you serious? Like that?
Amazing!
Every millisecond, we send trillions of data and requests to where they are destined to be. We've witnessed industrial revolution. Now we're building an even better future. Huawei all-flash data center solution with ocean-stored Dorado inside boosts intelligent manufacturing transformation. Keep smarter and stay innovative. In hospitals, our systems are helping to save lives. Our intelligent data infrastructure provides 24/7 healthcare data services. Doctors can diagnose and treat patients more precisely. Energy powers the world. We safeguard energy production. Our intelligent data infrastructure supports plug-and-play and cloud-based O&M, alleviating the safety concerns regarding your most remote plants. For the financial industry, data flows can provide strong momentum. Our intelligent data infrastructure adopts a converged architecture and can help you control risks in real time and target your marketing efforts with enhanced agility, efficiency, and intelligence. Sounding the opening chorus of the next movement of the Industrial Revolution, the era of smart manufacturing. Our intelligent data infrastructure helps you keep pace with the market changes and revolutionize your industry. From the heart of the city to the ends of the earth, let's connect everyone and everything. With intelligent data infrastructure, we are here to help you build a fully connected world. Huawei Intelligent Data Infrastructure, born for an intelligent, fully connected world. Now, coming to you. Ocean is the starting point of all possibilities. It's where we came from. It's where we are heading for. in the ocean of data. We leverage the power of convergence to unleash the potential in explosive data. Facing complexity, we adapt with stability. We make data storage clean, sustainable, and reliable. Facing changes, we adjust with agility. We enable efficient and on-demand data storage management. Facing bottlenecks, we create unlimited potential. We build new types of storage to help discover miracle of lives. Facing opportunities, we thrive ecologies. We respond to future business surge with innovative technologies. We choose for never-ending exploration. Green. Accelerate. Innovate. Let's embrace a green and digital future. Huawei Ocean Store Data Storage. Convergence of all possibilities.
The intelligent world has arrived. Huawei Enterprise Business Group adheres to the platform plus ecosystem strategy and is working with partners to provide ubiquitous connectivity and intelligence for government and enterprise customers. The digital platform aims to support customers' digital transformation and to bring digital to every organization. Reputable companies around the world are choosing Huawei as their partner in digital transformation. Enterprise business is becoming the main engine of Huawei's growth. Huawei focuses on ICT infrastructure to build ubiquitous connectivity. They promote the implementation of intent-driven networks in various enterprise scenarios and the extensive application of wireless private networks. Huawei uses AI to build pervasive intelligence and team up with customers and partners for joint IT innovation. Huawei's integrated communications technology is accelerating enterprise office digitization. In the enterprise IoT market, Huawei enables industrial digital transformation through ubiquitous connectivity, cloud services, and AI. Huawei has been exploring and implementing the most effective practices of digital transformation with leading enterprises and governments around the world, accelerating financial institutions' transformation, innovating in the energy field, advancing transportation digitization, Huawei strives to innovate together with partners throughout a variety of different industries. Open labs have become an ideal place for industry players to explore and develop unique solutions. And regarding ICT services, Huawei has become a first choice for many. In the future, the Enterprise BG will continue to accelerate industrial digital transformation, focus on creating customer value, and build a digital platform to achieve data convergence. The platform will become a key tool to help industry enterprises carry out digital transformation and become the foundation for us to lead the world into a digital future.
Let's start.
We are live.
Hello, world.
Sunlight's calling, ready now for all that's coming. You're standing at the edge of all that lies ahead.
Wow!
Think we got
What did you see?
Mama, a bigger fish.
It's called narwhal. Honey, Daniel said learning is fun.
Oh, Daddy saw your painting. Daddy's black magic will surprise you. Place this order for my son.
Order confirmed.
Feels like everything is going our way. The day is ours and we can take it. Open up your arms, embrace it. Oh.
Wow.
Hi, honey.
Every millisecond, we send trillions of data and requests to where they are destined to be. We are shaping a better world. Huawei all-flash data center solution with Ocean Store Dorado inside accelerates digital government transformation. Keep efficient and stay convenient. As the alarm rings, Millie starts another busy day. Oh, she fails to get Andy the gift during the sales.
Oh no.
And her boss keeps pushing her.
Where is my coffee? One more minute.
Her boyfriend Andy is also having a rough day. It's the busiest hour of the shopping festival.
Oh my gosh, this is damn operations.
Split coffee is the least of his problems. Ocean is the starting point of all possibilities. It's where we came from. It's where we are heading for. In the ocean of data, we leverage the power of convergence to unleash the potential in explosive data. Facing complexity, we adapt with stability. We make data storage green, sustainable, and reliable. Facing changes, we adjust with agility. We enable efficient and on-demand data storage management. Facing bottlenecks, we create unlimited potential. We build new types of storage to help discover miracle of lives. Facing opportunities, we thrive ecologies. We respond to future business surge with innovative technologies. We choose for never-ending exploration. Green. Accelerate. Innovate. Let's embrace a green and digital future. Huawei Ocean Store Data Storage. Convergence of all possibilities.
Sawadika. May I have a big round of applause, please? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Welcome to Thailand and good afternoon, distinguished guests, ladies, gentlemen, and other virtual attendees as well. First of all, on behalf of Huawei, I would like to officially welcome all of you here to our HC 2022 under the theme of Green Acceleration Innovation. Well, quite long, so here, get back again. Okay, under the theme of Green Acceleration Innovation All-Flash Powered Data Center. So welcome all of you here once again. All right, my name is Ploy Teresa, or just call me Ploy, very short one. Very honored to be here today as your moderator. As you already know that digital transformation has made data services widespread, right? And it provides a lot of opportunities, challenges for enterprises. Also today, Huawei, all together with other customers and other partners, will discuss on how to address enterprise digital transformation challenges through the deployment of cutting-edge data storage products and technologies as well, including first-hand case studies that highlight industry best practices. Altogether, we will have 7 topics in this theme. So let's go for the first one. The topic of the first speech today is Green Acceleration Innovation, Unleash Digital with the Power of Data Storage, and will be presented by Vice President of Huawei IT Product Line. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Gu Shui-jun.
Hello everyone, this is Gu Shui-jun from Huawei. Welcome to HuaweiConnect 2022. I will start with my topic, Green Acceleration Innovation, Unleash Digital with the Power of Data Storage. As we know, over the past 30 years, the data storage has evolved with the development of the data application. In 1990s, typical data application is the database system. At that time, the main external storage was SAN storage. As the internet began, bringing a big splash in 2000, unstructured data, such as images, videos, sharply increased. Storage device NAS storage started its long journey. Since 2010, the growth of the cloud computing accelerated. So that time, the data forms and the application scenario has greatly changed, which led to the unified storage. And when the SSD widely used in different industries. With the rise of the AI and the big data applications, so the storage industry has entered a new era of the all-flash and intelligent storage. With the digitalized happening globally, I think the data storage faces 4 changes. First is the application. New applications are continuously emerging from traditional database to distributed database, AI, and big data. According to Huawei's statistics, each enterprise have over 100 types of application, and which double every year. I think the second is the data. Data is getting hotter and hotter. Take mobile banking, for example. Much faster real-time data processing and analytics is needed. What's more, we must take the data protection seriously. Natural disaster, various attacks cost huge economy loss. So static shows the single ransomware attack, the total average cost of the data recovery up to $1.85 million. And what's more, green and energy technologies are also important to the data storage. Consider that 1 terabyte capacity data in the data center, the device consumes over 300 kilowatt hours per year. So as the data volume increased, that the storage power consumption will definitely continue to rise. Huawei storage will proactively embrace this change to build a data-centric, trustworthy data storage foundation for the diverse applications. Here is our data-centric storage system architecture. We provide full series of the storage products: Ocean Store Dorado, all-flash storage; Ocean Store Pacific, scale-out storage; and Ocean Store Protect, backup storage; and Fusion Cube. To help you to build a data storage foundation needed, we also made the data management engine we call the DME, more intelligent and automatical throughout the entire data lifecycle. Huawei Storage also supports the industry standard APIs and pre-integrates a series of plugins to help you to connect multi-platform. As thus, resources can be shared efficiently. We must provide we must provide high reliability to ensure zero data loss and zero service interruption. The smart matrix full mesh architecture tolerance massive hardware failure, shortening service interruption from 32 seconds per year to 3 seconds. The innovative multi-active data center solutions make it possible to implement 12 active data centers and 1,000 kilometers away. Storage is the last defense in ransomware and virus protection. We use the machine learning model to detect ransomware. The detect rate up to 99%. Second, there is the high performance. The innovative flash link are employment across the SSDs, smart disk enclosures, and the controller. They help reduce the access latency from milliseconds to microseconds. The smart balance over the storage system can support different applications such as big data, AI, even the high-performance computing. What's more, the data application acceleration engine brings the computing close to the data, improve data processing efficiently. Next, let's talk about the AI. AI will enable storage from 2 dimensions. That is, replacing the manual management with the self-management and making products smarter. Autonomous driving is not created overnight. In 2020, Level 2 particle automation focused on the operator and the maintenance, performance capacity prediction. Level 3 conditional automation will be realized at the end of this year or next year, mainly in automatic resource provisioning, detecting or locating the known faults, and the single workload performance self-turning. For Level 4 and Level 5, we will work strictly on the hybrid workload, performance self-turning, root cause analysis for unknown faults, and the self-healing. Considering the diverse data applications and the data is massive, so transmitting the data from the application to the storage become the bottleneck. To overcome the bottleneck, we bring part of application to process within the storage, which we call the data application acceleration engine. We already development 3 types of the engine, AI and big data and distributed database. Accelerate end-to-end data processing by 10 times, help enterprise to greatly improve their user experience and operation efficiency. As the leading global storage vendor, Huawei focused on the environment protection. By building green storage, Huawei already integrate the green development into product planning, design, R&D, manufacturing, delivery, and service. So we are in an era of data explosion. Green acceleration and innovation is the theme of this summit, and is also the direction of Huawei storage. Together with our partner, we will provide high-quality products and solutions, create more value for our customer. We are established that the storage is quite important, but how do we measure its capacity? Huawei try to answer this question. We proposed the concept of the data storage power. We worked with the third-party research organization to survey and analyze the data storage power constructions and the business transformation landscape, the typical regions and organizations around the world. This has enabled us to create a data storage definition model and an indicate metrics and provide suggestions to how to improve the data storage power in the future. This is the subject of the white paper we are releasing today. Data storage power, the digital cornerstone of high-quality society development. We hope our indicator system can help enterprise to improve their data power level. Now, let's watch a video about the white paper. All right, this is the data storage power white paper we have releasing today. You can scan the QR code on the screen and download the white paper to learn more. That's all from me today. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Gu Shuijun, for your wonderful speech. Ladies and gentlemen, Huawei storage has been in the global market for more than 20 years already and has won recognition from many customers and partners. Now we will show you how can Huawei storage help customers and partners create value together to meet different requirements for data storage in the digital transformation of various industries. Next, Mr. Michael Fan, Director of Huawei Data Storage Solution Sales Department, will be sharing with you the topic of unstoppable innovation, driving value to customers and partners. Please welcome.
Thank you, Polly. So, dear everyone, so this is Michael Fanji from Huawei Solution Team, responsible for the global sales. So today, I'm very happy to share 3 points to you about Huawei storage. First is that we want to share with you what is Huawei market progress. So what is our footprint in our supporting industry so far. Second is that we'd like to share what's the market recognition and from third party's point of view about Huawei solutions, right? The third one, I also would like to share with you what's our driven for our key continuously innovation global-wise. So how can we keep ourselves innovative in the market with our customers and partners? So first, I would like to show that, in the past few years, right, Huawei is from a niche player in the storage market, and until next year, we are top 3 vendor in the global wise based on the Gartner report. So you can see it's a stable growth with 24% growth rate. So especially in the past 3 years, it's difficult all over the world. Pandemic issue, right? Trading issues, logistic issues, right? But still, we keep more than 20% growth, steady growth, global-wise. If we look at the third-party report from Gartner, we are in the Gartner leader quadrant for the past 6 years. Just 10 years ago, Huawei is still a niche player in the storage field. But nowadays, we are in the leader quadrant, keep leading in the storage innovation. And if we look at the latest report of the Voice of Customer, which is also issued by the Gartner. So all this information, the scores, right, is getting from the direct customer, key customers, right? And you can see our scoring for our Pacific storage, right, is 4.9, which is the highest score in the Gartner customer choice. So this also shows the customer and the partner recognition of our technology. So if global-wise we take a look, right, we are serving 18,000 customers global-wise, and it is spreading to all industries like finance industry, oil and gas, manufacturers, power facilities, ISPs, etc., etc. And among the top 100 banks around the world, 48 of them is already our customers and partners. Around the top 20 oil and gas companies, right, 15 of them is already our customers. So you can see we get a very strong recognition from our customers. So maybe you would ask why? Why customer choose Huawei? Why customer choose Huawei storage, right? What's the reason? So that's because our value is that, we are customer-centric. We focus on customer needs, right? And we keep innovation. So how can we do that? First is our continuous R&D investment. In the past 10 years, right, Huawei invested on the R&D of storage we have 12 R&D centers global-wise from China, but not only in China. We also have R&D centers in India, in South America, in North America, in Europe, in Israel. So we have 12 R&D centers global-wise. We use global talents to develop together. And we have 3,000 plus patents, 4,000 plus R&D engineers. And we also have a methodology of two-wheel drive for the innovation. One is technical drive, and the other one is customer drive. So what is technical drive? Is that we use the latest technology or future technology to enhance our system. Second is what is customer needs? We built the system also based on our customers' needs. So with this two-wheel driven, right? So we keep our product innovative, but also comply to the customer demands and the market demands. And also for our services, right? We are also using a lot of tools like Smart IDC, Migration Director. This help us to support the customer, right, in more automatic way. Yeah. And also, we are one of the few vendors we can support the customer doing any migration and service upgrade without service interruption. So here, I also would like to share what's our total overview of the data center. We believe in the future, it should be all-flash data center. And we issued flash-to-flash to anything architecture to the industry. Why we mention this? This is compared to an older methodology, is D to D to T, disk to tape. But our version is flash to anything. That means the primary storage, we saw strong trend is that it's all based on all flash now, and also is flash native. The backup storage originally is based on disk, right? Nowadays, we also think the flash is the future. Why? Because on the backup storage, normally when you need to use the backup data, means that normally there's something serious happened, right? You need to retrieve the data. When you are retrieving the data, right, the recovery speed is the key. So for Huawei backup storage, we have 5 times faster recovery speed than the industry. And the last X is archiving media for long time retention of the data, right? So this one originally is on the tape, but the tape, is it tape safe? Actually, it is not, because the tape itself, when you are doing the transportation of the tape, right, normally it also has physical loss. So we put the data for archiving on object storage or on the cloud. We think this could be the future for long-term data retention. And if we look at the innovation together with the partners, is also very key. So for Huawei, we are closely working with all the customers, from ISVs to the channel partners, to et cetera. For example, Huawei is working with called Sally Engine. So this one is a gene software company in China, and we together help the end customer is Huaxi Hospital, one of the topest hospital in China. And we achieved that the DNA check for a single person, right, we reduced from 24 hours to 7 minutes. So that makes this technology, right, is affordable. It's really affordable to the end users. Originally 24 hours, the whole hospital, the 24 hours only make the DNA check for one person. But now, this is shortened to 7 minutes. Also, for example, another partner is called KF Bill. So this one is also a healthcare partner. We are working together to help the customers, the hospital customers, to do the X-ray check, PACS systems. So originally, if the hospital want to do the digital check of the pictures, X-rays, right, per second, it is 12 images. That also means that in the whole hospital, only 12 doctors can check the pictures, right, at the same time. So it is really a bottleneck. And we together help to build a system with the partner software plus our Pacific storage and shorten the latency and the time, right? In 1 second, we can support 1,000 images. That means 1,000 doctors can work at the same time in parallel. The last one with Rancher is that we help the customer to build a container-based hypermetro cluster. Because in the container nowadays, it's becoming a very hot topic, right? But one concern is that compared to the traditional virtual cluster, right, the VMware cluster, the container is very flexible, but the bottleneck is reliability, right? We help the partners and customers, right, to increase the reliability to 24/7, real time. So we're working with a lot of partners, not listed to only these 3. So we are also open to working with more partners and customers to do the innovation together. So from the service part, we are also trying to do the service better for our partners and customers. So we have the Elite Club quarterly, to have our core partners, right, to working together and learning together. We have training program together. We also have the marketing road shows with our partners. We also have the fast track to support our partners, customers to get the solutions in time. Actually, last year is very difficult for the IT. We saw a customer, they issued a PO to another vendor at March last year, but till November last year, they still didn't get the device. So that's a big challenge to them. And then they come to Huawei and ask whether you can provide me the solution in time. After we check, we said, it's okay. We will provide you within 1 month. So that shows a great logistic management capability for Huawei. So here we also can commit to globalize our partners and customers. All Huawei storage solutions we can provide you within 4 to 6 weeks, even in a challenging time. And also we are using a lot. We are sharing our open lab, hands-on lab, and the service cloud to our partners. So we believe we can work better with our partners to serve our customers. So in the end page, I want to emphasize again. So we keep our innovation and driving the value to our customers and partners. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Michael Fan, for your insightful presentation. The digital era has spawned various data-centric data scenarios and various difficulties and challenges. Now, we will show you how Huawei addressed these difficulties and challenges. May I invite Technical Director of Huawei APEC Data Storage to share the subject of New Flash Native Data Infrastructure Accelerates Innovation in Your Core Business. Please welcome Mr. Lin Guorui. Please, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. Before I start, maybe just give you a moment to introduce myself. I'm Guan Rui, or you can call me GR for short. I'm from the APEC Data Storage Department. I would like to thank you for your presence and interest in this event. For the next 15 minutes, I'll be sharing with you how we can help you build a new flash-native data infrastructure to accelerate innovation in your core business. With customers expecting 24/7 services by default, digital transformation has forged ahead at full steam in recent years. With customers being mobile and accessing services on all types of devices, data services has become more ubiquitous. And by our definition, what this means is data services have 3 characteristics. when it comes to accessibility. And the three characteristics are there's no laser pointer, I apologize for this. But the three characteristics are this, as you can see. Anyone, anything, anytime. With ubiquitous data services being the expectation, this has also driven the need for data storage, which is a fundamental layer of data services to be faster, innovative, and more reliable. In summary, there are three areas in which we focus on when developing our storage. We also call this the fundamental principles when it comes to innovating. Firstly, we are always looking at continuous acceleration. User experience is primarily determined by the performance of storage, and the quest to improve storage performance will never end. Secondly, we are always looking at continuous innovation. We understand the application landscape is always changing and diversifying, and storage needs to innovate to remain relevant. Thirdly, we understand data is our most critical asset, and the protection of data is of utmost priority. As such, we are always rolling out new features and products to ensure your data is always protected, even with the evolving cybersecurity threats we face today. To address the trend of providing ubiquitous data services, we believe building an all-flash data center is the key to achieving this objective. Every enterprise wants to provide the best user or customer experience, and the answer to this is all-flash to accelerate all your applications. We also recognize that most enterprises are in a transitional state. While maintaining conventional IT infrastructure for core applications requiring fast and reliable storage, you may also be concurrently running an agile environment requiring fast, automated provisioning on the fly. These two types of environment have different demands on the underlying data infrastructure. We recognize the needs of the enterprise operating these two types of environment, and we have designed our Dorado all-flash storage to allow you to operate both of these environments concurrently on a single platform, providing SAN, NAS, and containerized services with the highest efficiency and reliability. At the same time, due to services being 24/7 in nature, enterprises also need to both backup and restore data in double quick time. We have designed our OceanStor backup storage with the highest recovery time in the market, and together with our primary storage, the Dorado, we can provide you with a comprehensive ransomware protection solution. To ensure the smooth running of data services, we understand the capacity planning and management aspect of your storage is equally important. As such, we have developed Smart IDC, our in-house tool for discovery and capacity planning of the environment, Migration Director for transitioning your data services from other third-party storage to Huawei storage, and DME, which stands for Data Management Engine, a one-stop tool to assist with operation, management, and optimization of your storage assets. Now that we have established why an all-flash environment is fundamental to an enterprise environment, I'd like to introduce our OceanStor Dorado all-flash storage in greater detail. OceanStor Dorado is the fastest and most reliable SAN storage for enterprises' core applications today. To meet ultra-high reliability requirements, OceanStor Dorado uses a unique Smart Matrix full mesh architecture. The fully connected hardware and fully redundant components help minimize fault domains and can help our customers achieve 7 9ners availability for their data services. That's equivalent to less than 3 seconds downtime per year. Also, the OceanStor Dorado uses our innovative flash-native FlashLink algorithms to fully unlock the potential of flash drive's performance. FlashLink optimizes the end-to-end components within Dorado into a single integrated unit, ensuring full load balancing of all stages of I/O processing. Based on SPC1 benchmark, the Dorado system is able to achieve 21 million IOPS. Latency is another very important measure for application performance and user experience. With FlashLink, our latency can be minimized as low as 0.05 milliseconds, making Dorado the fastest all-round SAN storage available in the market today. In addition to SAN functionality, the OceanStor Dorado also supports NAS protocols with the same reliability and performance you have come to expect from SAN solutions. Increasingly, file services has become equally critical for enterprises. Leveraging on FlashLink again, our NAS storage is able to achieve 30% higher performance than the industry next best product. The Dorado NAS is also the only storage in the industry that allows you to achieve active-active replication for NAS protocol. And with that, we have the most reliable NAS storage in the market, helping our customers achieve 0 RTO and RPO. High performance and high reliability aside, we have also developed our NAS with full functionality to further meet your diverse application needs. The high-performance design of our Dorado NAS includes our unique implementation of the global distributed file system, which enables all directories and subdirectories to be evenly distributed to all controllers for parallel processing. This eliminates the possibility of a performance bottleneck on a single controller. With FlashLink, we aggregate I/Os into large full-stripe I/Os, reducing write penalty and eliminating write amplification. Another area of optimization we have done is in garbage collection. Traditional storage usually offloads this to the individual SSDs. This can cause latency spikes when multiple SSDs execute garbage collection activity concurrently. To improve on this, we have designed garbage collection to be a centralized activity instead. By precisely dictating the garbage collection pace and timing, we ensure NAS access latency is always kept at a minimum. With this key optimization done on Dorado NAS, we are able to deliver 30% higher performance than the next best industry-leading product. Dorado NAS is also the most reliable NAS storage in the market. Leveraging on the smart matrix architecture design as the Dorado 7, which I shared earlier on, with fully interconnected 8 controllers, our disk enclosures having access to all the 8 controllers, our NAS storage is the industry-only system that tolerates 7 out of 8 controller failure. Because our front-end module is decoupled from the controller, even in situations where your client is connected to a single link on the Dorado, controller failure and storage upgrades have no impact on production access. What's more, our OceanStor Dorado NAS uses directory balancing algorithms and global data copies to build a cross-site global file system. And with the industry-only active NAS design, this helps to ensure data consistency is maintained, even with a site failure. And with such a setup, we are able to help our customers achieve 0 RPO and 0 RTO objectives. On the functionality aspect of the Dorado NAS, there are 4 main areas we have been focusing on. Firstly, you'll find that Dorado NAS has the latest and broadest protocol support, including the most popular SMB and NFS protocols. Secondly, we have also enhanced the efficiency aspect of Dorado NAS. We support deduplication and compression features on our storage, and QoS features to ensure your critical applications performance is always maintained. Next, on data protection features, we support data snapshot, cloning features, and also vaulting and cloud backup for offsite data protection. And lastly, to guarantee the trustworthiness of data, we have encryption, auditing, antivirus, multi-tenancy, and hyperlock feature to lock data requiring long-term retention for compliance. We fully believe that we have the most fully featured NAS in the market today. The Ocean Dorado NAS is also the perfect storage platform for stateful containers requiring persistent volumes, which is now the norm for most container deployments. To accelerate storage resource provisioning for mass containerized application, OceanStor Dorado uses CSI plugins to support Kubernetes environments. When provisioning persistent volumes to multiple containers, Dorado NAS provides 30% faster deployment than the next best NAS storage. To facilitate efficient resource sharing and expansion, our NAS supports multi-node parallel read-write to facilitate horizontal scaling of microservices application across different nodes with data sharing capability. We also support decoupled compute storage architecture for container environments, driving higher efficiency, allowing you to scale compute and storage independently. With this implementation, multiple container nodes can simultaneously read and write the same shared file system. An additional benefit is that fast expansion of container nodes is now possible. With compute and storage resources scaling independently, resource utilization is also now more efficient. Backup is mandatory for protecting data for all critical environments. In the mechanical storage era, enterprises adopt D to D to T, a disk to tape backup strategy. My colleague Michael has already talked about this. Now, as customers put a high value on all types of data, capacity required for backup has also grown exponentially. You find that hard disk-based media no longer meet the requirements for both backup and required recovery. With this, we have entered the F to X era, which is flash to anything. We believe the primary storage media needs to have flash acceleration, and the main reason is because recovery speed is as important as backup speed today. To fulfill this trend, Huawei has launched an industry-first flash-native backup storage, the Ocean Protect backup storage. The key highlights of Ocean Protect include rapid backup, rapid recovery, and efficient data reduction. specifically tuned for backup workloads. We have measured the OceanProtect backup and recovery speed and data reduction ratio against the most popular backup storage in the market, and we are proud to say OceanProtect comes out top in backup throughput, recovery throughput, and data reduction ratio. If you dive deeper into the backup storage devices from other vendors, you'll find that all of them adopt an active, passive controller architecture approach. This means only one of the nodes is active at any one time, and only 50% of the resources are being used to drive backup and recovery. Instead, Huawei OceanProtect uses an innovative multi-streaming engine technology, where multiple backup nodes work in parallel to maximize backup performance. In addition, front-end interconnect I/O modules support network protocol offloading, which reduces protocol processing overheads on the main storage processor, thereby freeing up even more resources to drive backup and recovery throughput. OceanProtect also uses backup data optimized algorithm to improve flash performance. With OceanProtect, the backup window is shortened by 70%, and 1 terabyte of data can be recovered in just 20 seconds. Speaking of backup data optimized algorithms, OceanProtect also optimizes the data reduction algorithms in 3 unique ways. Firstly, with the traditional data compression algorithms, the compression is only done on individual blocks. OceanProtect can combine and compress multiple related data blocks based on backup data characteristics. This achieves a higher compression rate. Secondly, OceanProtect uses adaptive deduplication algorithms to achieve higher deduplication ratio. Thirdly, while traditional compression uses a fixed predictive model, OceanProtect instead uses a characteristics-trained predictive model for optimal coding, and this improves the data compression ratio further. The combination of these 3 algorithms enable OceanProtect to back up 20% more data on the same capacity. We understand ransomware is the utmost concern on everyone's mind, and in the past 2 days, I've got a lot of people working on booths asking us to explain in detail about our ransomware protection. So over here, I'll just like to spend a bit more time to explain this. So when it comes to a comprehensive ransomware protection storage solution, we believe it can be done with both our primary and backup storage, and this comes with 4 layers of protection. The first layer of protection is known as detection. For the production zone, our primary storage will soon be equipped with pre-configured file blocking library, and with our own proprietary machine learning algorithm, we will be able to detect and intercept known ransomware attacks with 99.9% success rate for NAS environments. For the second layer of protection, our storage comes with secure snapshots capability. Essentially, we are able to protect your most critical data with snapshots taken at a predefined schedule and frequency. The snapshots, once taken, cannot be overwritten and deleted even by the storage administrator. When it comes to ransomware data protection, you might have heard of the concept where immutable point-in-time copies of the data needs to be captured. And our secure snapshot feature exactly fulfills this need. Should ransomware bypass all the defenses and is discovered late, you will be required to restore data back to the production zone from your backup storage. For such a scenario, you will still want to restore data as quickly as possible, and this is where our OceanProtect, the fastest flash-based backup storage in the market today, will shine. And as a last line of defense, you can replicate data either from the production zone or backup zone to an isolated zone. To achieve this isolated zone, our storage comes with native air-gap capability to control the physical link shutdown. Backups are physically disconnected from networks when data is not replicated, and this helps to prevent the lateral spread of ransomware across different network zones. We have talked a lot about the technical features available in our storage. For the next part, I would like to briefly explain the operational and management aspect of our storage solutions. When you're managing an enterprise IT environment, you will most likely have multiple storage units across different data centers. In most cases, you'll be operating all these storage units in silo, so this adds complexity and incur operational overhead. Now, with our one-stop integrated management tools, we seek to help you manage your overall multi-data center environment in the most agile and efficient manner. The Smart IDC platform provides one-click insight and assessment on your current IT infrastructure status, and identifies 6 types of risks, including capacity and performance. The built-in AI planning engine enables precise planning based on observed trends and data center conditions. The Migration Director implements all-scenario automated data migration. Using our tool, data migration can be up to 10 times faster, and we can also provide zero-service interruption migration in pre-qualified SAN scenarios. Our DME provides one-stop cross-data center management and operation and management. It pulls together storage resources in multiple data centers and offer different SLAs for storage services, improving resource utilization by 30%. DME can also detect faults in advance and rectify them locally with automation for different types of scenarios, thereby improving efficiency by up to 5 times. With that, I come to my last slide. And to conclude, I'll just have to do a very quick recap of what we've covered so far. Huawei OceanStor Dorado is the fastest and most reliable storage in the market today. It helps lay an efficient and ever-fast and ever-solid data foundation for SAN, NAS, and containerized application scenarios. With this foundation, you can have peace of mind to run all sorts of data services in your environment to drive digital transformation. Huawei Ocean Protect is a dedicated backup storage, and it's now not only the fastest storage when it comes to backup, but also the fastest when it comes to recovery. Together with the OceanStor Dorado, we can help you build a comprehensive ransomware protection storage solution with the 4 layers of protection, which I mentioned earlier on. We also understand that the ease of management and automation are equally important features for your storage environment. With Smart IDC, Migration Director, and DME, we can help you manage your data resources in multiple data centers in an integrated manner, driving higher efficiency while giving you deep insights into your own environment. With our holistic data storage solutions, we are here to help you to build an all-flash data centers for ubiquitous data services to drive innovation and digital transformation. With that, I end my presentation. Thank you, and I wish you a good day ahead.
A big round of applause from Mr. Rin Guan Rui. Thank you very much for your wonderful presentation today. Ladies and gentlemen, we are coming to the fourth speech in this summit on this event today. And next, we are honored to have our guest speaker, which is the president of ICT-JNE, going to join us on the stage today. And we'll be presenting the topic of data infrastructure innovation best practice. If you are now ready, please welcome Mr. Andries Indrajaya.
Good day, everybody. Where is Indonesia? Raise your hand, Indonesia. Okay. Hopefully, this make you still wake up in the middle of this technical discussion. First of all, I want to thank you to Huawei and the team and partners to creating this event. This is a good event and inviting us to come. This event is good to make us deeply understand what update technology from Huawei. And also we met partners and customers also. So first of all, I introduce myself. I'm Andries from JNE. JNE is network company. And we have already over than 30 years of servicing Indonesia. Yeah, as Huawei even, Huawei is connecting with their customer. We also help to build our network. It means our branches, agents, transporters, marketplaces, sellers and buyers, becoming the happy supply chains ecosystems. We are connecting happiness. So why JNE? First, we are reliable capacity. As you see here, we are sustainable company and having more than 30 years of experience. We are the largest coverage of all over Indonesia. We are exist in over than 30,000 locations spread in or of Indonesia, warehouse, agents, and the last miles. Including, we also have more than 50,000 employees and over than 11,000 vehicles, including our dedicated airlines. Third, we are trusted business partner. We have complete services. We are complete supply chain services in Indonesia. We have express, logistics, and integration for international to come to Indonesia and out to other countries. We also the biggest COD, cash on delivery business in Indonesia. And right now, we are in the middle of studying, becoming the supply chains, finance, logistic provider. I will explain later for that. And also we have over 100 awards already. So our product is customer-centric product. We have instant delivery. It's like, you know, the Grab, something like that. We have also one-day delivery. We call it yes. We have regular and diplomat. Diplomat is mean we can go hand carry from point to point, something like that, including for the international shipment. We also have the tracking for the bulky shipment. We have integrated system to supporting integrated business solution. So we have open APIs for our B2B, and also 360 customer experiences. Right now, the biggest call centers in the express business, 24 hours. And so also we have mobile apps, it's like the same all of the company. This one the most interesting also. We have automatic sorting machine. So with this machine, with help this machine, we will make more productive and more efficient to meet our SLA. So most of marketplaces have tight SLA, and we achieve 99.9%. So this is our highlight technology to support our many services and complex services also. Each customer or each B2B and unique customer have different of how to handle, but our system have to can adopt it. So we have a most complex technology design. During the digitalization of technology for logistics, the technology is key to accelerate, you know. From the accurate forecast, we get the data, and then we have to track point to point until the data, the goods is arrive to the customers, the end customers. We have to get the location tracking, geocode, statistical analytic, and all process will generate massive data and will be identify its agent, its courier. Each courier will have their own data, which product they have to deliver and where to. And this already sort by location, so the productivity is high. To support that, the JNE need to high performance infrastructure, of course. And we have to looking for high performance and solid system, including storage in this moment. To refresh our IT system. And then few months ago, Huawei come to us and proposed the Ocean Dorado. And we create some POC. We have challenged Huawei to provide its technology. The technology is already presented today, yeah. And we tried. It's time showing the capability we have to previously done. Yeah, we done some testing and Dorado storage. We use mid-range storage, actually. During this POC test, it's true that Huawei storage has a good and strong performance, actually. It's turned out from the result of our POC testing, the storage Dorado is proven and be able to provide very fast IOPS. We need very fast IOPS to make our usually tracking. Everybody is doing tracking almost every second, you know, everybody at once, and everybody this hit our APIs. And during POC, the IOPS is over than 30-60K within 0.3 latency. It means it's met with our requirement. So it's a good product, I guess, yeah. And the summary is, if you looking for technology solution, you connect to Huawei, and you looking for supply chain solution, you come to JNE. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you very much, Mr. Andres.
Okay.
Please remain on this stage. Thank you so much for joining us on this stage today. So you have just flown from Indonesia yesterday? Oh, wow. Okay, right. As I mentioned earlier, that we are not going to share with you only the knowledge from Huawei product and technologies, because we're going to take a break on this stage for the lucky draw. We have 2 rounds of lucky draw. Each round of lucky draw contains 8 prizes. So can I have the lucky draw box, please? Okay.
Start praying, everybody.
Start praying, everybody. So we have 5 prizes for the 3rd prize. Can I have 5 code numbers in my hand, please? 3, 4, 5. Okay, this is the 3rd prize, right? Do you want to have it? Okay, it looks like everyone is wake up right now, okay? Little information. When I announce the number at the end of this event, you can pick up the prize at the door just behind all the summit rooms here, right? So announce 5 numbers here. First, lucky person, 014. Are you here? 014? All right. Okay. Next one. 186. Are you here? Ooh, right. Next. I guess 022. Are you here? Next one. 055. 055. And the last one, lucky number 111. Well, so 5 people here going to walk back home with Bluetooth AI speaker. Congratulations. Right, going to the second prize, we have second lucky people. So 2 number, please. One, 2. Can I have another one? All right. And for the second prize, only 2 people going to walk back with free buds Pro 2. For the first number, 021. Are you here? That's great. The last prize for the second prize is 278. Right? So, right now, Mr. Andres, we're going to have the grand prize of this lucky draw. Only one number. Only one number. Please, go ahead. Tuk tuk. Tuk tuk. Beginning with number 1. Oh. At the end with number 6. Who got at the end with number 6? Can you raise your hand? With number 6 at the end, can you raise your hand? Which one in the middle? Right? 1, 3, 6, and you have SKG Messenger G7. A big round of applause to our winners today for the first lucky draw. And thank you so much, Kun Andres. Thank you so much for joining us on this stage today. Right. You have to pray a lot today, right? Okay. Don't worry, don't be upset because we're going to have the second lucky draw at the end of our 7 topic in the end of this event. So stay tuned, don't go anywhere. You may be the winner at the end. Okay, let's get back to the keynote speech. As we know that PwC is one of the most influential consulting firms in the world. So today we are very honored to invite consulting partners PwC Thailand and Jirapon Tangthasawat to attend this summit. Yes, next we're going to present to you the topic of take control of your data and cloud transformation journey. Please welcome Mr. Jirapon Tangthasawat ค่ะเรียนเชิญค่ะ
สวัสดีครับ Good afternoon, distinguished guests. My name is Jirapon Tangthasawat. I'm a consulting partner focusing in digital transformations, combining business advisories and digital solutions. Today, I'm pleased to share our view and 3 areas to make yourself take control of your data and cloud transformation journeys. 1, I recommend you formalize your cloud operating models. 2, make decisions and get insight from data. Make efforts on data collections and utilize it. And lastly, a lot of questions regarding security. Mitigate the risks associated with cloud adoptions. But before we go into each area, I would like to share our findings in our 2021 cloud business surveys conducted in US territories. From this number, it's good to see that 74% of business leaders said that they are involved in the cloud strategies. Right? I have spoken to several of my clients as well at the C-suites. They claim, yes, they're interested on the concept of cloud first, mobile first. they talk about which application they want to migrate from the on-premises to the cloud architectures. 56% of the executive see that cloud implementation or cloud platform is a foundation to build new innovations and growth for their business. They feel that moving to cloud help them to go to market faster, easier ways to develop their software. However, there are about 50% or 53% to say that their investment or their cloud transformation journey has not met their desired business outcome yet. Why is that? I think this is where I come in today and set the topic of take control of your cloud and data transformation journeys. Let's look into each one of them. The first one, right? Cloud operating models. From the previous slide, you see that 74% saying that, hey, I am involved in the cloud strategies, right? However, when we look at the cloud operating model or cloud frameworks, there's more than just strategies. There are cloud capabilities. There are operating models that you need to think of. When we first talking about cloud strategies, people say, okay, which application do we go? Are we going for the public cloud or will we go for private cloud? What option do we have on the on-premise solutions that we have right now? And then the project team take on that messages and go dive and connecting to the technical person to ensure that the delivery is successful in time. But with this approach, it's focusing too much on the technology side, right? We need to look at the other area where we combine everything together, the cloud capability models. How do you feel about managing the resources? How do we scale it up? How do we monitor the usage of such application or of the data flow between your organization and the cloud? And lastly, operating models. When you change the way that your application work, the interface and everything, it impacts a lot of operating models. For example, business processes, role responsibilities, governance model, right? I have one example to share with you in my recent conversation with clients and projects. Take it as a cloud HRIS, HR information systems. In the past, such HR system is limited to HR persons only. But when the clients migrate to cloud platforms, the application become available to all employees in organizations. They need to look at who has the access to the data. Is data secure? Is data confidential? And how do we protect that data? So that's all together combined into operating models that you need to consider when we consider cloud and data transformation journey. The second area is make efforts to harvest or collect data, right? In the past, connecting or integrating data from other sources system into your own organization or data center is difficult, right? You need to consider about security, you need to consider about perimeters, access right, etc. But with cloud and newer technologies, integration make it easier. We have more and more standard APIs in the market. A lot of vendors with their software, with their solutions, coming in with the standard API formats where ecosystem can take it and then exchange data easily, right? The graph here somewhat depicted the maturity of your data analysis model in your organizations, right? Ranging from the left-hand side where we say using data for descriptive informations, right? Making decisions, all the way up to the level of being predictive, having a capability of artificial intelligence, right? The message here is, how do we use data? Where do we collect data? And where do we store the data, right? And at the end of the day, who get to use such data? That's the typical questions when we asking executive, where do you aspire to be in this area? How much you can harvest from the data that you collected from your organizations, from your partners, or from your ecosystems? The last area where I would probably spend a bit more time here is the questions from executive that, is it secure? Is it enough for me to move to cloud platform? There are several questions that protect the organization to reach their potential business objective. If you recall, the statistics show that only 50% saying that they meet their business objective, and another 50% said yes, they're yet to achieve that. Because there are some drawbacks, there are some concerns. And most of the time, the question we're asking, is my data secure when I publish it? Right? Whether publish it through cloud platform or even open more in your organizations. Because in the past, they feel that the people who have data is the king. That's still true. But in the past, they're so close collected into only a few people. But these days, we are using more data to make decisions, to make it available to lots of people, right? In order to address this list, I would like to introduce two concepts: data governance and cloud security strategies. Why I talk about data governance? Because before we start to think about what should we do with such data, we need to understand first, what is that data? What's the data classifications? Public informations, internal use, confidential, or secrets, right? And with data governance, it's coming in with who get to access the data? Management, line managers, employees, and then where do we store it, right? In terms of cloud strategies, it's not just public cloud where we publish everything there, right? We have the options of private cloud. And don't forget, on-premises is still an option for executive to decide that, yes, I want to maintain the data in-house, in my own premises, right? So this is where data governance should come first, before deciding that, where do we store the data? Are we able to push it there, right? After that, once we decide what to keep, who to see, what to do, then we go for the security strategies on top of just cloud, right? Typically, right, we basically implemented the traditional security operating model, but extended to the cloud. It's no different than on-premises security control. You still need to think about perimeters, firewall, who get the accesses, right? The applications has been secure and modernized up there. What about IDMs, identity management, access control, right? Encryptions. From the report, we have seen some, the McAfee also mentioned that they have seen that some of the files in the cloud, about 20% contain sensitive information. What would you do if such information is resided in your data center, right? Typically, confidential information, you would encrypt it. Whether it's in your own data center or store it somewhere or exchange the data between yourself and your partners, you need to encryptions before that. It's the same thing, right? You do that to the data that you store, wherever it is, especially in public cloud area. And this is where private cloud coming in, right? Some organizations choose to go with the hybrid cloud adoptions, meaning you don't have to go either public cloud or another side of a private cloud. Each options have the cost efficiencies, right? So in order to balance between the business objective, securities, a lot of organizations, like I said, choose to go with hybrid cloud where they decided first what are data that can be available on the public cloud. What data should be stored in the private cloud or even locally on the on-premise data centers. And on top of that, not just about locations, but it's also about mechanisms. So whether you put the data in where, if it classified as confidential or top secret, you encrypted it just like it was in the past. There's no difference. And this is where I mentioned that in terms of cloud security strategies. Don't forget, it's nothing new, but then it extends the existing security strategy or security measure that you have right now on your own premises. Like I said here, IDM, data protections, security monitoring, and then apply that to cloud platform as well. With these three, it will help you take control of your data and data and cloud transformation journeys. I'd like to end my presentation here to recap of three topics that I presented to you here. One, formalize your cloud strategies and operating models. It's not just the top layer, but it has to go all the way down to cloud capabilities and then consider the new operating model. Secondly, make efforts to collect and use the data properly. Right? Data now is a king. Right? You have more information than you think you have, but make sure that it is under your control as well. It's confidential, it's under your organizations. And lastly, apply the security to address the concern that management may have the questions to you. Thank you very much.
A big round of applause for Kun Jirapon Tangthasawat. Thank you very much for your presentation today. Now we have only 2 speeches left in this event, and next we're going to present to you the rapid development of 5G, cloud, AI technologies, massive data such as videos and images, which is experiencing explosive growth. How can we solve the problems of mass storage costs and low usage efficiency? Now let us invite Mr. Cheng Uy, Solution Consultant from Huawei Data Storage, to share the theme of Ocean Store Pacific, embracing new workloads of the yottabyte era. Please welcome.
I'll try to keep this sweet, short, simple. Okay. All right. So I believe that everyone has come across different kind of information sharing from my previous colleagues, especially from Kun Jirapo has shared about the importance of data. All right. And in fact, the topic I'm going to share today is very much related to data. All right. So, Sawadee Krap, Selamat Datang, and you can call me Alex, by the way. Okay. So in this digital age, right, large data sets are the incubator for the new data-centric applications. So these applications today demand new types of workloads. Now I'm going to share a little bit more on that, all right? Okay, so we heard about big data. We heard about AIs, right? We heard about many of these new terms. But has anyone of you ever thought of how all these things are actually blend together, actually creating an impact to the new lifestyle, to the new world, new society today? So there's no doubt that we are living in an era of data explosion. So according to the market research report in Huawei, right, we actually predict that there will be 1 yottabyte of data that will be generated in the gap of 10 years between 2020 and 2030, right? So new technologies, things like high-performance computing, big data, the buzzword I mentioned just now, artificial intelligence, AI, actually create more and more applications today and workloads with massive amount of data. In a nutshell, without data, all this will not be happening. Okay, so let's take a look at HPC. Now, high-performance computing is not new, right? High-performance computing has been in the past driving the scientific research, but with the inclusion of big data and AI, it actually takes this to a newer level. So in this case, we are talking about HDPA, all right? What does that mean? High performance data analytics. So in this case, right, with the HPDA become more and more imminent today, we see that there is the diversified performance and access protocols required to support this data processing at the same time. So this actually creates a new demand towards one-for-all storage system to support such diversified workloads. Now, next thing, big data analytics, right, is a key means for enterprise to make informed decisions. Now, back then, all right, big data is not a new term again, right? We heard about terms like data warehouse, we heard about terms like business intelligence, but now we are taking this a step further from a reactive to a more predictive. Imagine that a bank today leveraging a big data analytics, coupled with the real-time data, coupled with the historical performance, and then they make a kind of analytics immediately, for example, to detect a risky transaction, to take necessary actions. And of course, we couple historical streaming data as well, it actually brings about new insight in making new informed decisions by the top management to serve the customers. All right? So again, internet become very popular today, right? So one question normally I would like to ask most of my customers, my friends, my colleagues around is, how many of you can go out today without your mobile phone? Right? So we're becoming more and more reliable to the mobile phone today. And what does that mean? We are actually entering the era, not only I mentioned on yottabyte, but it's Internet of Things as well. So Internet services gain increasing popularity, and this brings about, okay, the growth of the mass unstructured data, such as videos, images, right? So today we are no longer satisfied with just reading a text. We prefer to listen to voice. Okay, we prefer to see more videos, and all these are actually bringing more and more mass unstructured data, and bringing challenges to the storage today, all right? So, take a look, right? Now, HPC. Now, by combining HPC, big data analytics, and AI, as mentioned just now, right, these are actually bringing diversified workloads. So we are no longer confining a workload just to HPC, a workload to AI, to big data analytics, but we are looking into a hybrid workload. For example, hybrid performance models, right? If you're blending a HPC, okay, with big data, all right, and then potentially, okay, another workload which involves hybrid multi-protocol access modes and hybrid analysis based on historical and streaming data. There'll be a wonderful combinations of different kind of scenario. So by combining all these things, we actually coined the term hybrid X. Could be any kind of combinations, and comes from uncertainty of all these new workloads. So to embrace the new workload with ease, we need to use certain solutions to cope with these challenges. Okay, so I'd like to actually introduce Huawei Ocean Store Pacific, okay, scale-out storage for the emerging hybrid workloads, which I mentioned earlier. Ocean Store Pacific improves the efficiency for hybrid workloads, supporting seamless multi-protocol interworking and providing a high bandwidth IOPS, OPS, and basically able to achieve 20% higher than similar products in the industries today. And Ocean Store Pacific also provides optimal ROI and always-on services. Now let's take a look at the next slides. Okay, what are the technological innovations actually we put into the Ocean Store Pacific? All right, first, let me introduce the Smart Balance system designed for the hybrid workloads. All right, now Huawei Smart Balance kind of design intelligently senses data types and I/O flows. These are two main things that we focus on. Right? First, we use the converged indexing for unstructured data. Let's talk about data types. It actually enables a native seamless interworking between file protocol, object protocol, and even HDFS storage protocols. Now, the second innovation that we put into Ocean Store Pacific is the data flow adaptive to the large and small I/Os, achieving optimal bandwidth, IOPS, and OPS performance. I'll go a little bit detail into these two innovations. Okay, now traditionally we know that object storage system typically uses a flat indexing structure, which enables a single bucket to support hundreds of billions of objects. Now, while file system, all right, uses a tree indexing structure, which facilitates the file management. But however, we know that typically in a file system, right, which make use of single directory, they have a limited kind of capacities. So in this case, right, we realize that in order for the storage, the new storage that we innovated to support the hybrid workload, we combine the advantages of both file and object storage all together. We designed a converged indexing for unstructured data. This unique design supplements the tree structure with single layer index slices, enabling a single layer indexing to support hundreds of billions of objects. So the converged indexing allows, most importantly, the standard file system, Hadoop distributed file system, HDFS, and object protocol to simultaneously access the same data without copying, okay, the data from one storage to another storage. So all this actually is achieved without using any physical or logical gateway. And of course, without sacrificing the functionality and of course the performance loss as well. All right, so let's move on to the next one, okay? Now, just now I mentioned on handling the different data types of storage protocols. Now let's now take a look at the different kind of workloads come with various I/O models. Now we can have large files with the large I/Os, large files with the small I/Os, and small files with small I/Os. Now to address this challenge, the Ocean Store Pacific implements a data flow adaptive to large and small I/Os, enabling one storage system to support diversified computing powers and provide high bandwidth IOPS and OPS simultaneously. Now, large I/Os or large files are directly written to the disk without being cached, greatly improving the bandwidth capabilities. Now, whereas for small I/Os, they are pretty much aggregated into a large I/Os at the cache layer and then only written to the disk. By doing so, right, this achieves an optimal latency and disk utilization, the performance in processing random small IO is especially high in this case. So in terms of a data rate, right, we actually built in a data prefetch algorithm which feature intelligent sense of reading a large file through a consecutive I/O at the same time, right? In this case, it prefetches the small file into the high-speed cache and significantly boosting the data access, right? So now, as we know that, okay, as mentioned just now, big data actually bringing a mass growth of data today. So again, the data storage cost today also increases along with the data growth. So Huawei actually realized such challenges. In this case, Huawei actually launched a high-density, a large-capacity product called OceanStor Pacific 9550. In this particular model, in the OceanStor Pacific series, right, it are able to house 120 disks in the standard 5U rack space. With such high disk density per unit space, right, actually it helps us to achieve the 20% higher than of other similar product in the industry as well. So in this case, right, not only that, right, in terms of increasing the storage space utilization, the OceanStor Pacific series uses the industry-leading erasure coding algorithm. For this particular high-ratio EC erasure coding algorithm, we're able to achieve a better, higher rate of data redundancy and protection. And in fact, the EC ratio that we can impose can achieve a maximum 22+2 copy and boosting the disk space utilization to 91.6%, which further reduces the overall TCO in long run. Okay, so, and we know that today, right, data is everywhere. And typically everyone having access to data, you require the data to be accessed anytime, anywhere, and typically you would like those data to be presented in high quality, right? Remember I mentioned not just text data, structured data, we are talking about unstructured data as well. So in this case, right, to ensure the ready, reliability, and availability of data anywhere, anytime, OceanStor Pacific enables user to deploy multiple active data centers for disaster recovery. Up to 12 data centers can provide services at the same time. So if one of two goes down, right, your service continuity is always ensured. So OceanStor Pacific also provide, okay, a device fault self-handling robust mechanism. So in the storage cluster. In other words, the system uses intelligent heartbeat detection and correlation kind of algorithm to diagnose and detect the device fault and then take over the services quickly. So in this case, for example, for latency-sensitive, high-performance data analytics scenario, a switchover can be done within 10 seconds, which is 50% faster than similar products in industries. Okay, so let me bring more towards some of the value proposition, okay, of OceanStor Pacific. All right, so for example, okay, talking about the first scenario, addressing a HDPA, high-performance data analytics. Traditionally, customers need to purchase multiple types of storage. You need to purchase maybe, okay, different storage, a NAS, a SAN, all these things together to address the blend of HPC, AI, and big data within the processing. So the data is actually migrated multiple times in between different storages, causing, okay, problems such as long time to perform the data, to process the data, okay, and result in unnecessary redundant data. So OceanStor Pacific, Huawei OceanStor Pacific HDPA storage, specifically looking at eradicating all these issues. All right, we're making use of a high performance and multi-protocol access for these hybrid workloads. So one storage device supports data processing in multiple phases, effectively accelerating the development and iteration of HDPA services, right? In addition, the high-density hardware, as mentioned just now, design can flexibly tier the storage into hot, warm, and cold data, enable the online and near-online services data to be freely moved in between all these medias without manual interventions. For some use cases, which I think my colleagues have shared earlier, West China Hospital, which ranked among the world top 1% in the ESI clinical medicine, uses our HDPA storage to shorten the 30 times human whole genome sequencing, germline mutation analysis from hours to 7 minutes, all right? And another cases that we did here is one of famous university in Singapore, all right, with the deployment of our distributed parallel client, a DPC, a client of Huawei parallel file system, the bandwidth performance per storage node for HPC applications is reaching 2.5 times higher compared to previous solution. Now let's look at another scenario. Okay, remember just I mentioned that the unstructured data like video today is become on demand basis. So in this case, right, Huawei OceanStor Pacific Object Storage for mass data backup and archiving provides high elasticity, availability, to help customers unlock the value of warm and cold data. So the storage is able to support up to 100 billion objects per bucket without affecting performance. Index retrieval is done in seconds to provide always-on efficient data services. The storage allows customers to deploy multiple active data centers for disaster recovery with cross-data center erasure coding algorithm built in for replication, meeting online archiving and high availability for the mass data. So another use cases that involved in this case will be a large online video carrier that has used Huawei object storage to build a disaster recovery system with the 3 active data centers to support real-time online operation of high definition and ultra high definition devices. Okay? So comparing to the conventional 3 data center kind of setup, right, with the embedding of an erasure coding algorithm, it actually improves the storage space utilization from 33% to 56%. Ultimately, help to improve the ROI in the long run. Okay? Now, for business intelligence scenario, right, okay, for precision marketing and so on, our Ocean Store Pacific HDFS storage uses 3 key technologies to meet these needs. First, it decouples the storage resources for compute to enable on-demand resource expansion, reducing costs in long run, of course. Second, the storage depth converges data lakes and warehouse supports lakehouse data formats, reducing extract transform loads, the ETL process tremendously, and it can be queried immediately after being imported into the data lake. And third, which is the last one, the unique intelligent takeover features enable the Ocean Store Pacific to smoothly connect to the traditional Hadoop clusters. So a famous commercial bank with 18 branches uses Huawei big data storage to implement the data convergence, all right, and analysis of data lakehouse. Its operation dashboard takes only 2 minutes instead of hours to produce reports. Okay, so that's all about our Ocean Store Pacific scale storage. I hope that what I've been sharing with you, okay, can give you a better enlightenment as of what are the new technologies innovation that we built into our Ocean Store Pacific series. And we hope that we can help our customers today to embrace the new workloads and to seize the business opportunities faster together in the yottabyte era. And with that, I'd like to end my presentation. Thank you very much for your attention. Have a good day ahead, a good time in Bangkok. Thank you.
A big round of applause for Mr. Chen Uwe for his wonderful presentation. We are coming to the last session in this summit and about Huawei storage, an important part of data centers in the context of energy saving and carbon reduction. So now we're going to present to you the topic of green and low carbon designs in data infrastructure by Director of Huawei Data Storage Product Portfolio and Lifecycle Management Department. Please welcome Mr. Lee Ong-Shui.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for coming here. Today, my topic today is green and low carbon strategy in data infrastructure. As combating climate change becomes increasingly important, the global consensus of green development is taking shape. More and more countries put digital economy and green development at a key position. According to the Global Enabling Sustainability Initiative, by 2030, the ICT industry will account for 2% of global carbon emissions, while enabling 20% of carbon emissions by empowering other industries worldwide. In other words, the ICT industry will cut 10 times emissions more than it will produce. According to the Huawei's Global Industry Vision report, by 2030, the world will generate 1 gigabyte data per year. So about 23-fold increasing compared to 2030. So storing 1 terabyte of data consumes about 300 kilowatt hour. So green and low carbon design of data storage is vital to the green development. Next, based on our 3+1 green strategy, Huawei takes many measures to help data center to reduce their energy consumption and space occupation. First of all, Huawei strives to increase the hardware density and heat dissipation capability of its system. And secondly, it improves resource utilization by providing multiple protocols in one storage system and eliminating system silos. Secondly, it helps customers reduce duplicate data by providing advanced compression, deduplication, and AC algorithms. Last but not least, it reduces the impact on the environment by recycling its products and managing its products' lifecycle carbon footprint. As we know, for the traditional high-performance SAS disk system, we know its capacity density is low, so its space occupation and energy consumption is high. So through the design of the high-density hardware with SRDS, Huawei will help customers significantly reduce energy consumption and space occupation. For example, for the capacity requirement of 280 terabyte, if we use traditional 2U 24 disk shelf with 1.2 terabyte SAS disk, we need 10 disk shelves. But if we use Huawei developed 2U 36 disk shelf with 7.68 terabyte half palm SSD, we just need one disk shelf. And the energy consumption reduced by 70%, and the space occupation reduced by 9 times. The half palm, what's the half palm? The half palm SSD is Huawei self-developed SSD. Why we call it half palm? Because it is just only only half size of the half palm. Palm, yeah. So we call it half palm. It's very small, with a capacity up to 7.60 terabyte. Okay, next. Currently, many legacy data centers suffer from resource silos. Different storages are used to different applications. Like database use traditional block storage, and office automation is file storage. So data silos are created as a consequence. Resources cannot be shared between applications. Clouds are also suffer from the same problem. Clouds, different clouds become different silos. So Huawei help customers avoid this by providing multiple protocols in one storage system. By this way, one storage system can provide customer block file, HDFS, object services at the same time. Secondly, reduce silos. Resources silos can be eliminated as they are allowed to be unified managed and shared between applications. Okay, next. As we know, a large number of duplicated data resisting storage resource pool. And so many duplicate data, like backup, archive data, or images, desktop. So Huawei works with its partner in various universities and research institutes and so many institutes, to invent data reduction algorithm. We know with different algorithm capability, the reduction ratio varies greatly. And the essence of algorithms is mathematics. Yes, we know, for this reason, Huawei has established many research centers worldwide to bring together the top minds worldwide to create better data reduction algorithm. And at the same time, Huawei is working to convert academic achievements into our products. For example, many algorithms have been applied to our products. From the global data compression contest joint organized by Huawei and the university. Like in the VDI backup solution, the data reduction ratio is as high as 72:1, which is 20% higher than the industry benchmark. In addition, Huawei's proprietary 22+2 EC algorithms achieves a maximum resource utilization rate of 91%. So, which it is almost 2 times higher than the traditional 3-copy mechanism. Yeah. So the last is Huawei is committed to exploring the introduction of circular economy consumpts into our product life cycle. During the product development, we use about 10 kind of materials, renewable materials. And we also keep improving our product to reduce package weight by 78%. We also increase the use of fiber-based material, oil ink, to make our package more degradable. Yeah, degradable. And in terms of product usage, the 3-layer AI system of Huawei DMS enables the full life cycle data management as well as on-demand data storage resources allocation. At last, we continue to build the global recycling system to maximize the recycling of its product. Okay, the last, let's look at user story. Itaú is the biggest bank in Brazil. Its services covers retail and investment banking and corporate finance and insurance. So Huawei deployed 11 racks of the ocean store Dorado 18,000 and 8,000, more than 10 terabytes instead of 38 racks of EMC storage on the live network. By this way, saves cabinet space by 70% and energy consumption by 45%. After deployments, the storage performance improved significantly. The write and read performance improved more than 10 times. So Huawei's unique active gateway-free solution and two-site, three-center solution together ensure the core services are always on. Oh, that's a story for green development. So, okay, and that's all for my speech. Thank you for listening. Thank you.
Please give a big hand to Mr. Lee Yong-Shui. Thank you very much. Please remain on the stage because you are the last speaker. So our last lucky draw is your responsible as well. Thank you very much. For updating, we have the third prize 4 pieces and the second prize 2 pieces and the first prize 1 piece. Please, can you pick up 4 number for the third prize? Just only 4. Thank you very much. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you very much. So for the third prize, the first one who will go back with the third prize is 182. 182. Next one, 124. 124 for the third prize. Next one, 129. 129. And the last lucky number for the third prize, 162. Congratulations, a big round of applause for the third prize. Then now 2 numbers for the second prize, please. All right. All right. First person who got the second prize, 036. 036. The last one for the second prize, 073. 073. All right. For the first grand prize of this last lucky draw, just only 1 number, please. Thank you very much. To remind you once again, the third prize is AI2 Sound Bluetooth and the second prize is SKG Messenger and the first prize is free bus Pro 2. And this go to number 257. Thank you so much. Once again, please grab your hand for our last speakers and congratulations to all of you who got the gift. Don't forget that we need you to pick up the gift. Just the exit door behind the door. Thank you very much everyone here. Thank you for the virtual attendees as well. Hope to see you again. Don't forget to visit our exhibition downstairs at the first level and don't forget your belongings. From me on behalf of Huawei, I have to say goodbye for now until we meet again. Thank you very much. สวัสดีค่ะ